Hi, everyone. Welcome to LabOPEX Live. I haven't been live in a long time, and I decided just out of at the next, maybe it was few minutes ago, I decided I'll just go live and share my self-care with you. And I thought about, I'm off today, and I thought about medical lab professionals who are at work, who are working, and who may be overwhelmed. And I've been experiencing that a lot, and I've actually discovered this really quick method that I thought that you'd really benefit from. And a lot of us, we're at work, it's overwhelming. We don't have much time to take care of ourselves. And I've actually discovered this. You can do it while you're working. You can take a few minutes off, but I know a lot of us are on lunch break. So come on in and just spend a few minutes with me, and I will share with you this mental fitness, which is really a great self care tip. Hi, Anthony. If anybody else is joining me, jump in. This will only be a few minutes. If you're busy at work, just take this time for self care and reset and recharge and be ready to go back to work. So, what I'm going to share with you, I've mentioned this before in a few different forums. I've mentioned this during my podcast, and I've discovered this really, really great, powerful, and very short method in which we can use in our busy schedule to really reset, recharge, and develop this clear thinking focus for work and just be present for people who are around us. And it has this contagion effect. So if you're in a great mood, your team will be in a great mood. We're not going to spend a lot of time. I'm just going to introduce it to you. It is from Shirzad Shamin. He is a best-selling author. He's a researcher and a professor, and he is the author of Positive Intelligence. And one of the main thing that he says is a lot of the times we'll get a lot of information, and that's just 20% of really any change that we'll have. So it's 20% insight, 80% practice is really what's going to be important to bring any positive change. And so I'm going to help you with that 80% practice. And I'm just going to use 5 minutes of your time and just to get you to reset, recharge, and go back to work. Is that something that you'd benefit from? And if you haven't had a chance to jump in on the live, I know I just put it out. I haven't had time to invite anyone, but just stay with me and you can use this for later. So if you're sitting, you could be outside having lunch. I'm going to do this. If you're sitting, just put your feet on the ground and just relax. And I'm going to walk you through just a few minutes of just getting yourself present. And you're just going to focus on different sensations just to get yourself ready, relax, and clear to get back to work. All right. So let's get into it. What I could do also, I am going to stop the camera. Well, I may not. I was thinking just something so that we can be really clear and focused. So let's go. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is just look ahead and find something that you want to focus on. So these are actually visual, auditory, and touch that I'm going to do. So just look at something and focus on that and look at the details. just be exquisitely focused on the details of shapes, colors, and just relax and just focus on the details of the shape, the colors, and texture if you can. And then just have a relaxed focus, and we're just going to have a diffuse focus. So now relax with your focus and just look at the diffuse textures if you can see those. So you're just going to shift your attention, and then you're just going to look at those soft, diffuse visual focus on whatever that you're looking at. So you're going to focus your sharp primary attention there, and then we're going to shift focus. So just touch something. So whatever is in front of you, use your fingertips to just touch that, and then focus your attention to the sense of touch. So touch something with your fingertips and just really focus on the temperature of what you're touching, and then now feel the texture of what you're touching. So just rub your fingertips across those and just bring your attention back to what you're sensing. And know it's going to be easy for us to stray. Bring your fingertip back to feeling the sensation of what you're touching. Okay? Touch, feel the temperature, feel the texture. Then bring your attention to where you're sitting. So just think about where you're occupying your seat. So feel your body occupying your seat. Feel the weight of your body on the seat. And then now you're going to feel the weight of your hands, your arms, elbows, wherever they're resting. And just bring your thoughts back to your sensation. That's okay if it strays. Bring your thoughts back. Now you're going to think about your feet on the floor. Think about your feet while it's touching the floor. Feel all the different points of the bottom of your feet touching the floor. Feel that sensation. And then now you're going to try to find as many toes as possible. So wiggle your toes and find as many toes as possible. Now you're going to bring your attention to your breath. Just feel your breath while you're rising and falling of your stomach with each breath. Now bring your minds back to the sensation. If you're wondering, bring it back and just keep breathing and feel your stomach rising and falling. Then feel the temperature of air as it leaves your nostril. As you're breathing, feel the temperature of air as it enters. How does it, the temperature, and leaves your nostril. And that's okay. Bring your minds back to the sensation. Now you're gonna start thinking of about the sensation of hearing. Listen to the farthest sound that you can hear. Listen to the farthest sound that you can hear. And then listen to the closest sound that you can hear. And now listen to the breathing of your breath. If you were able to focus and bring your focus on the different senses, how did it feel? And if you're listening to the recording, just share with us and let us know how did that do. So now you can go back to work with a more calm, more clear-headed focus, and you can bring that contagion back to your team. Have a great one.